For 40 long years, the people of Israel wandered the vast wilderness, guided by faith and the promise of a land to call their own. Now, at the edge of the Jordan, the destination was in sight, but a formidable obstacle stood in their path: the ancient city of Jericho. Joshua, their leader, looked upon the high fortifications. He knew that by human strength alone, these walls would never yield. As night fell over the plains, Joshua walked alone, seeking guidance for the impossible task that lay ahead. Suddenly a figure appeared in the darkness, a radiant warrior standing with a drawn sword that gleamed with a divine golden light. The commander of the Lord's army delivered a strategy unlike any other. It was a plan built not on siege engines, but on obedience. The next morning, the camp was filled with a solemn purpose. The priests prepared for a sacred procession ordained by God Himself. 7 priests were chosen to carry trumpets of ram's horns, leading the way before the ark as the army followed in total silence. Joshua commanded the people, "Do not shout or let your voice be heard until the day I tell you to shout." And so the march began. For 6 days they circled the great city once each day, a silent tide of faith moving over the earth. The only sound was the rhythmic tread of thousands of feet and the steady, haunting blast of the ram's horns echoing off the stone. High above on the battlements, the citizens of Jericho watched. At first, they mocked, but as the days passed, their laughter turned to fear. On the 7th day, the sun rose on a different rhythm. They did not circle once, but 7 times, their intensity growing with every step. After the 7th circuit, the priests gave a long, piercing blast on the trumpets. Joshua raised his hand and gave the final command, "Shout, for the Lord has given you the city!" And with one voice, the people unleashed a thunderous cry that shook the foundations of the world. The ground began to tremble. In that moment of absolute faith, the impossible happened. The massive walls of Jericho began to fail. Stone by stone, tower by tower, the fortifications that had stood for centuries collapsed as if they were made of sand. The walls fell flat, creating a path for the Israelites to surge forward into the city, fulfilling the divine promise. Victory was theirs, not by the sword or the spear, but by the power of belief and the courage to follow where they were led. The story of Jericho remains a testament for all generations. That faith can move mountains, and it can bring down the strongest walls. Remember that when you face your own giants and your own fortresses, faith makes possible what seems impossible